now you're going to identify formulas, identifying if they represent a proportional or inversely proportional relationship. This is how you do it. You get y alone and see which form it's in. Here's my key thing. I ask myself, is x on bottom? If x is on the bottom, then that implies inverse. If x is on the bottom, that means it's inverse. So that's always what I'm checking for, after y is alone. So here I need to get y alone, so I'm going to times through by 13.77. Y equals 13.77x. Here y is alone, it just looks weird for me, so I like to rewrite it with my y on the left. Which equation shows inverse? Inverse means x on the bottom. Which one has x on the bottom? Yep, the second one. Which equation shows direct? That means that x is sticking next to that k. So y is not alone. How do I get y alone here? This is y times x. How do you move times? Divide. Divide by x. So we get y is equal to negative 45.13 over x. That's inverse. Here, y is still not alone. Y equals 21.6x. That's direct. The x and the constant are sitting next to each other. Which equation shows inverse? That means x is on the bottom. That's what I'm looking for. X on the bottom when y is alone. So I got to times through by negative 83, so y would equal a negative 83x. I know that's direct, that's not on the bottom. X is sticking to y. I'm going to divide through by x then. Y is negative 74 over x. X is on the bottom, so this one would be the answer for inverse. Okay? Next one, last part of this inverse. Finding missing values given 2 points. I look for k. You're either going to be a ratio or a product. Proportional relationships is a ratio, inverse is a product. So in an inverse variation, it includes 9, 2, and 3n. Find n. So inverse means that k is going to be the product. So k is equal to 9 times 2, which is 18. It needs to be the same here. 3n needs to equal 18. What does n equal? N would equal 6, and that's what I would type. Y varies inversely. So with inverse, is k going to be the product or the ratio? And you might need to write that down. For inverse, k equals x times y. For direct, k equals y over x. So inverse, my k is going to be multiply the two. Y is 4 when x is 6. So k is going to be 4 times 6, which is 24. Find y when x is 2. So I need 2 times my y needs to equal 24. What's my y? 12. Yep, y is 12. Direct. Direct is a ratio y to x. So in a direct variation, it includes the points 618 and 3n. So my k is going to be my ratio of y is to x. 18 is to 6. Okay? Now my next one, my y is n. So I should have n divided by x, which is 3, needs to equal 3. How do you solve for n? Times. So n is 9. can use your mental math too. You can say 18 divided by 6 is 3. What divided by 3 is 3? Okay? And 9 divided by 3 is 3. Assume that y varies directly with x. Varies directly. So then k is going to be the ratio of y over x. If y is 12 when x is 3, find y when x is 1. So 12 over 3, which is 4. That's my k. I apply it here. Find y when x equals 1. I don't know y, I know x, but I do know they need to have the same ratio. Y is 4. And that is it.